So, I mean, I find it very reassuring as a psychologist to know that my client has a GPS. And I'm trying to listen to the GPS. What is it saying? The client arrives, it has a lot of anxiety. For me, most of it is very healthy. It's a friend, it's your GPS telling you, recalculating. You're going in the wrong direction. Many people hear this voice, you know, they're shaking and I cannot do it and I don't feel good and I'm not feeling good and okay, and they find their body is a threat, a traitor. Their body, they cannot trust their body anymore. What? Your body is your best friend. Your body is telling you, recalculating, stop losing, you know, your time trying to fit this piece with yours. I mean, you know what's sad? I had people, they were in their 50s. In their 50s, and I'm sure they are in their 60s and 70s and 80s, they still try to fit that piece that from their parents. I had this woman, she said, you know, I was born in a family where we had a farm. And she said, of course, when I was young, I mean, we didn't have all these beautiful machine and stuff, you know, for the cows. And we had to do it, you know, ourselves and clean the whole place and feed the cows. And we were 7 children. My mom and dad and the other 6 children all had that piece. It all fit perfectly in their bag. And here I am, hello, a genetic mistake. I am an intellectual, OMG. I like to read, I like to make research. I'm fascinated by, she said, I had to hide to go read. And everybody else, all these ones in my family, so everybody else, were saying, of course, Madame, she doesn't like to dirty her hands. She doesn't like the smell. Oh, she doesn't like to work on the farm. She'd rather, you know, read and sit and read. And why were they doing that? Because she was a stranger and they were trying to make her, so she tried. She married a farmer. I swear to God. She could never go to school and fully develop her potential. She did a basic course. She became a secretary, so she did just, you know, a few years after her. But she is, I mean, this woman is, she loves reading, but it was always like a sin to read. And then she married a farmer so that he could talk to them, and through him she could fit in the family. Isn't that sad? To be fully externally oriented rather than internally oriented and listen to your GPS. But what is an adult? An adult is saying, Dad, Mom, sisters, brothers. I'm so glad you have that piece because we need farmers. Would you be able to fit it with these pieces? No, I'm different. And I'm sorry you don't like it. You don't like my differences. I love to read. I like to feed my mind with new ideas. I like to analyze data. And so I'm going back to school. Yeah, I'm 52, but I want to go back to school because I just realized who I really am. And knowing it immediately, how do you think she would feel? Pooh, I'm back on track. It's like the GPS stopped talking, anxiety stopped talking, because you're back on track. And then you become who you were meant to be.